Hello everyone!
I bite at the hand that feeds me, slap at the face that eats me. Some kind of animal, cannibal, animal, cannibal.
Sorry to disappoint. Sorry to disappoint. I did not get kidnapped. I almost did though. And I'm gonna tell the story of that while I get ready. Today I'm going to see um Moss and Gwen and Raven and everyone because Moss is having a friendsgiving. I hope the audio is good. I might stop the recording and check because I'm using my microphone again because my house is really loud right now. Oh my god, Yomi! Look at him! Actually, before we jump into the video, I do want to show my outfit. And I have my knockoff Converse, and I have the rest of my outfit. I think it's really cute. I might also add a white belt. I think that'll really break up what's happening here. No more dilly dallying. Time to jump into the story time. So this all happened when I was maybe 6 to 8, like in that age range. Um, Me, my mom, and Moss moved to this new house that was pretty cheap. It was right next to a railroad, like literally fucking right next to it. Um so every night when at 3 in the morning the entire house would shake because of the train going by, and the train would be like boom, and my house would be shaking, and I'm like, okay. Um so it was pretty bad, but it wasn't that bad because it was cheaper and we actually had walls, so it was pretty awesome. A girl moved in next door, about Moss's age, maybe like slightly older. Basically, she was just living with her mom. For the sake of the story, we're gonna call her Jay. And Jay lived with just her mom, and there were some big red flags that this was a trafficking. Number one red flag was that there was a firefighter hole in right in front of Jay's room. Like basically if you walk out from her room, there's like a little corner there cuz she is at the end of the hall, and there was a pole there in front of this like maybe 14-year-old's room, 13, 12, like somewhere in that age range. Another big red flag is this was when YouTube was not the best platform. Like it still isn't that great. Sorry, YouTube. But you guys let a lot of things slide on like child stuff too, like kids YouTube. There's a lot of things that you guys let slide that you should not let slide. You should very much be monitoring the thumbnails, especially because the videos are fine. It's the thumbnails most of the time that are like Elsa is pregnant, and it's like showing how she got pregnant in the thumbnail. And I'm like, but enough of that. This was like 2011 type YouTube, like 2010s type YouTube. Like it was basically live leak. And there was one that was like showing how to make a homemade, I don't know how to say this. Ditto. Ditto. You know the Pokemon Ditto? How to make a homemade Ditto. And yeah, I was there for that one, and it was basically with a like Coke bottle, not the glass ones. Don't put that up there. Um, but still, what were we doing? Okay. So moving on to the actual story. Enough background knowledge. I'm over at Jay's house. I don't know why Moss isn't with me for some reason. I don't really remember, but I think they were at like a different friend's house. But I was over at Jay's house, and she wanted to go to this pumpkin patch that was really popular in like our little town. So I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And her mom was gonna drive, so while her mom was like getting ready, we went out to the little like sedan and that was sitting outside, and we got in, and we were just sitting there. It felt like an eternity that we were sitting there for. Like it was actually like my gut started to like turn, and it was like, this is not good. Like, the most amount of anxiety I've ever felt in my life in that moment. Like, when you get a text that says, we need to talk, that's the amount of anxiety that I felt in that moment. Like, stomach turning, I was gonna throw up type of anxiety. And I was like, um, actually, I think I'm gonna go home. And I reach for the car door. I like turn to the car door. I feel someone grab my arm. I turn to her like tight. I turn to her and she goes, "You're not going anywhere." And I was like, "And the hell I'm not!" I like ripped my arm out. I opened the door. I slammed it shut. I'm running inside like so fast. I like turned back and she's like, running after me. I don't know why I didn't just run over to my house, but I ran inside like through the back door. I'm running in. I'm like out of breath. I'm like, and her mom's like, "What's wrong, sweetie? Where are you going?" Was taking so long with her purse still, like still rummaging around in it. And I'm like, "Girl, how long it take you?" Like, that's another red flag about this story that really made me like reconsider um the events that happened. And like it really made me think like, yeah, I was probably gonna get kidnapped that day because what the hell? I literally ran in. She was still rummaging in her purse. She was like, "Where are you going, sweetie?" And I was like, um, I just need to go home." And Jay literally slams the door open so hard, like the screen door, like slams it so hard against the wall so fast and goes, "No!" And we were like, "Hmm?" Like her mom was like, "Jay, like, girl, calm down." And I literally just like ran. I just ran. I think her mom like held her back a little bit. I don't really know if this would be considered like almost kidnapped because I don't know if that was gonna happen for sure. But what I do know is that this crazy bitch just tried to literally like not let me leave. So I think that's an almost kidnapping. I ran over to my house. My stepbrother at the time and my stepdad at the time, they need another story. They need a whole other story. Um, I ran over and they were like getting into like the truck, and my stepbrother was like, "Hey, Max, we're going to the pumpkin patch. You want to come with?" And I was like, "Sure, let's go," because I obviously didn't want to be there, and but another, like, a big thought in my head was, "Oh my god, what if they're there? Like, what if they go and then I'm there?" But I didn't end up seeing them there. I was paranoid the entire time, though. This was when I was like 6 to like 8, by the way. I've never felt this much anxiety in my life. Um, so, like, when we went, she wasn't there. And I was like, okay. And then, even crazier is a couple days later, they moved away. And I never saw them again. So, I feel like because of the circumstances that it was definitely like an attempted kidnapping, at least on Jay's end. Like, obviously she probably didn't know what she was actually doing, but I knew what was happening. And I didn't like it. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, I do have another story. I was gonna save it, but since this story's like unexpectedly like so short, I might actually say it. I'm going to explore. Second story time. You all get in a part two. This second story time involves a dude named, what are we gonna call him? We'll call him Carson. Call me Carson. Not him, but we'll call him Carson. In elementary school, literally, like, how do you have a stalker in elementary school? I don't know. People are crazy. Obviously, with my last story, people are kind of cuckoo wild. He literally just always had his eyes on me. And not even in like a cute way, like, hee hee, oh, I have eyes only for you. Like, he would literally watch my every move. And I was terrified. I was genuinely terrified. I literally remember at a school dance, he would stand in the corner of the room just watching me the entire time, in the corner of any part I was in, because there was like the actual dance room and then there was a spot outside with like tables, well, not outside but like outside of the big room with all the music that had like tables and stuff. Like anytime I was out there or in there, he would just stand in the corner, specifically in the corner, and just watch me. Just stand there, just the entire time. To the point I was literally sobbing, and Moss was like, I'm gonna go over and fucking punch him in the face. And that's the same with like any class that I had with him. Yeah. But it's not even just like the dance that he was watching me at. I remember we had a class together. It was a math class, and I remember the specific day we were building cars, I think, with like toothpicks and stuff. And I was partnered up with this one kid that I had a crush on, but I literally couldn't enjoy a single second of it because Carson would just like, even though he was paired up with someone else and he was supposed to be focused on the project, and his partner was literally yelling at him to focus on the project, he was just watching me, watching my every move. Like, bro, leave me alone. It didn't even stop with him just like, having a small little crush on me, I guess, and watching me, my every move, dude. It didn't even stop there because, one day, I guess Carson told his mommy that he had a crush. Basically, my mom gets a text on Facebook Messenger from Mrs. Carson, and she's basically like, "Oh, my little son has a crush on your little Max, and um, I just thought we could, set them up on a play date or something." I don't remember exactly what she said, but basically, she wanted to set us up, and like literally get us together. She was definitely like a boy mom that was like that couldn't take a no from their son. She was like, "Yeah, I was just wondering, like, you want to do that?" And my mom was like, "No, my child actually doesn't like your child, and I don't want to set them up in like an arranged marriage type setting." And she didn't really take that the right way. And things escalated from there, and she was like, "Well, my little Carson is gonna my little Carson is gonna date her, and there's nothing you can do. Like they're destined to be together." And my mom was like, "Okay, so we see where the batshit insanery comes from. Okay, um, and yeah, she was basically like, they're gonna be together forever, and there's nothing you can do about it." Like my mom's trying to like keep us apart. My mom just had my best interest in mind. Like, no, I'm not gonna set my like 6-year-old up with yours. Like, what is wrong with you? Basically, what we did about that is we moved. Later on, I did log into my old Facebook account and find that he friend requested me. I am not even like, wow, I just realized how long my other story time was because I combined 2 story times into one, and it's literally like not even like 15 minutes long of unedited footage. Like, bro, I don't have that many quiet parts where I'm just sitting here like, so um yeah, and then so yeah. You know how hard it is to edit that when I'm just sitting here like not even saying anything of any importance. But then I just start off my next like words. What am I saying? I just start off like my next sentence with like no like introduction. I'm like, and then we went to the park, and I just have to keep that in. Bro, how do y'all not get bored? Because I would. Guys, I'm actually really boring. Don't watch me. Don't watch me. Don't be like Carson. Don't watch me, bro. Should I do eyeliner? I might look up a reference picture and do my eyeliner and then come back. Yeah! So I will BRB. I'll show a finished look with my hair done too because I look like a clown right now. So I will show the finished look in like a minute. Wow! Yeah, so cool. Outfit so cool. Makeup so cool. I love how you can see my black lipstick slowly deteriorating throughout these photos. I also forgot to record like a lot of it.
Mommy. Mama, a girl behind you.
We mostly just played Jackbox, so here's like the one video of that. No! Oh no! Max he's too strong. We gotta take him out. On my soul, I'm getting this tattooed. And who gonna get the matching one with me? Okay. We love seeing women in male-dominated fields. And then Concerned Tony for the win. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!